Hugh Hefner. He's lived the kind of life most men can only wish for. From building a successful media empire to romancing beautiful women, Hef has changed the way Americans view sex, race, politics, and much more. He says it all started with the movies.
I escaped into, I think, the dreams and fantasies that came in childhood in the movies and in the music. And in that darkened theater, you could escape into anything, anywhere.
He first shared these dreams in the cartoons he drew as a boy, and in the monster movies he made for fun. He demonstrated an early interest in journalism, writing editorials for his high school newspaper, and working for a children's magazine after college. He married and was leading a conventional life with wife and kids until a high school reunion made him realize he'd left behind the dreams of his youth. The dreams of writing, cartooning, and creating something special.
I stood on the Michigan Avenue Bridge and looked out at the lake and wondered if is that all there is? Is this what my life is going to be? And it was in the days and weeks immediately after that I started making plans for a men's magazine and doing it in the living room of my Southside apartment.
He started with an investment of just $8,000 from friends and family.
It was quite literally a one-man band. I was looking for some kind of gimmick.
And he found one. He bought the rights to publish a nude photo of Marilyn Monroe that was taken before she was famous. In 1953, with Marilyn as his first centerfold, he launched Playboy, a magazine like no other.
I was very much aware of and concerned about the sexual taboos and repression that exists in America.
He not only broke down sexual barriers with his magazine, he launched an entertainment empire that broke down musical and racial barriers as well. He brought jazz to a wider audience, staging the first Playboy Jazz Festival in 1969. And he brought racial diversity to television with Playboy Penthouse, a weekly program showcasing performers of every race.
There was no particular concern in terms of racial taboos because there were no concerns in terms of racial taboos in my life. But that was very controversial in 1959 and 1960.
He stirred controversy on the pages of his magazine, too, fighting McCarthyism.
He allowed blacklisted writers, he had blacklisted celebrities, any opportunity that he could to push that envelope, he did.
He also opened the doors for some of the nation's greatest writers, including Alex Haley, the author of the famous book, Roots.
And Roots itself, though few people know that, grew out of the connection with Playboy and doing the Playboy interviews.
Through it all, Hef never forgot his roots, as the young boy whose dreams came alive on the silver screen.
The thing that probably means the most to me is the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, because it is so connected to my childhood and my love of movies.
He's helped preserve classic films and educate future filmmakers. He came to the rescue of the Hollywood sign. Twice, he donated more than $1 million to save it and to preserve nearby open space.
Hats off to Hugh for keeping the dream alive on Mount Lee.
We also take our hats off to Hugh Hefner. We honor him as a visionary, a freedom fighter, and a pioneer, breaking down the barriers of race and sexual and political conformity. He truly is an international icon and a treasure of Los Angeles.